Enda, that must be a pretty frustrating one to take today.
Yeah, obviously. First half was a bit tight. I thought we probably edged it a bit. And second half it was just a lapse in possession and sloppy defending. And then I don't know if it was a penalty. It looked like a dive to me, but the referee's obviously given it, and then we kind of struggled to get back in the game.
It seemed like a war of attrition out there. What was it like to play in?
Yeah, it was a tight enough game. You know, they defended very well, and once he took the lead, we lost our way a bit, and then conceded a second goal out of nothing. And it's always hard when they're going to defend like that. And fair play to them, they're doing the job on us.
Did the game maybe lack a bit of flow because it was very stop-start at times?
Yeah, I think so. I think it was hard to kind of stick with it, and they were defending deep, so it was hard. It was just difficult to break down. And once he got in the lead, and especially when the second goal probably killed us, to try and get back into it, and we just struggled after that.
How difficult is it to break down a team that's so deep?
Yeah, it's always going to be difficult, and I think that game out there today was probably the first goal was the key thing, and unfortunately we didn't get it.
When you got in attacking areas, were you maybe lacking a bit of quality today that we've perhaps seen in previous games?
I think we probably just ran out of ideas because I think the first time we've kind of come up against that, you know, chasing the game, especially at home. So it's something we'll have to learn from and build on and make sure if it is to happen again, we know how to deal with it.
How important will this next couple of weeks be in terms of gelling even more so?
Yeah, I think it's massive. I think now that the window's closed, we know what the squad's going to be. We're set now till January, and now we got to build. We got to get to know each other, build our relationships, and start moving forward.
What have you made of the quality of the players that have come into the squad over the last few weeks?
Yeah, I think there's huge quality in there, and there's huge potential. I think now the manager will he'll be delighted with what's happened, and especially with it being closed now, so there's no outgoings. He knows what he has in front of him, and we can start building.
For you personally, how have you found your first few weeks at the club?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, it's obviously getting to know the lads. There's a lot of new faces, and we've played really well at home, and that's probably our first game where we haven't really played too well. So it's done now. There's plenty of games left, so we just need to build and move forward.
As one of the more experienced heads in the dressing room, have you been trying to pass on some advice to the younger ones and some of the lads from overseas?
Yeah, I just think we need to kind of deal with certain types of games, and we're learning. You know, we're going to come up against all different types of teams this season. It's the championship. It's hard graft, and we just need to learn as quickly as possible and know what we're about. And I think when we play well, we're a force. You know, we're a really strong team, and it's just about realising what type of game we're in. And once we do that, and once we kind of suss it out and build that partnerships and relationships, hopefully we'll be competitive.